Well, they say the fortunes of high school basketball programs are forged in January. Big Cape Atlantic League matchup tonight as the Egg Harbor Township Eagles come into Cape May Courthouse, take on the Middle Township Panthers. Folks, welcome on in. We are in Cape May Courthouse. Panthers, Eagles, CAL showdown between two teams looking to assert themselves in the playoff race here in the Cape Atlantic League. Egg Harbor Township enters this matchup hobbling a little bit after 3 straight losses in league play. Middle Township, on the other hand, enjoying a strong stretch. 3 consecutive wins over the last 6 days. They have beaten Hamilton, they have beaten Holy Spirit, and coming off a victory over the Oakcrest Falcons. One note for Middle Township, in that Oakcrest contest, Lamar Greer, starting senior, suffered a knee injury. The extent of that injury not yet known, but he will not take part in today's action. We'll continue to monitor that. This is CapeMayCountySports.com. Happy to have you here tonight in Middle Township. Set for tip-off. The starting lineup for the Middle Township Panthers, all seniors: Jake Cowan, Darrell Shelton, Tom Catanoso, Tom Farraco, and Micah Moore. Set to jump. Egg Harbor Township sends out Carrie, Harley, and for middle it'll be Micah Moore at the tip. Keep your eye on Harley. He's a 6'6" forward, dynamic scorer. He's the Eagles' catalyst on both sides of the ball. And we're set for action here. Egg Harbor Township controls the tip early, and it is Matt Allen getting it and handing it off to the point guard. He looks for Ramel Steele. The ball swiped away. Cowan leading the charge now. Smartly holds it up and kicks it back out. Now Shelton with the ball in his hands. Egg Harbor Township incorporating in the zone here early, and it pays off. There's a steal by Eagles defender, and that is missing the layup. Marcus Bynum able to collect his own rebound. Now he loses it, and Shelton up with the ball. And Middle Township will control it here. Passion play on both sides thus far. Middle Township in the last game, we saw them on the road in Holy Spirit. Last game we broadcast, and they got off to a bit of a slow start, able to overcome early jitters and pull away in the second half with a win over Holy Spirit. They'll look to start off quicker today against a dangerous Egg Harbor Township team. For Catanoso and Shelton controlling the ball. Again, the Eagles playing a early 3-2 zone here. Farraco kicks out to Shelton. Shelton works to his left. Back to Shelton. Catanoso, Shelton exchanging the ball here. Out to Farraco. Farraco looks, fakes, drives, and puts up a shot. It's in, and it is good. He'll take a trip to the charity stripe. Farraco with the first points of the game. It's 2-0 Middle Township here. 6:57 remaining. Middle Township in the white and orange, black streaks. Working right to left on your screen. Egg Harbor Township in their dark uniforms here this evening. Farraco to the line. Senior, the coach's son. Shot is up, and it is good. So a 3-point play converted by Farraco, the outstanding forward for this Middle Township squad. Bringing the ball up is Trey Jones, veteran member of this lineup for the Eagles. Nearly a backcourt, swarming defense by Shelton, not giving Jones much room to work with. Jones still fighting him off. He dumps it off to Ramel Steele. Steele kicks it out to Matt Allen. Allen picks up his dribble, looks over to Kyrie Harley, and that goes off his hands to the delight of the Middle Township crowd. Middle Township takes over here. Each team with one turnover so far. An early timeout for George McNally and the Egg Harbor Township Eagles. Doesn't like what he's seen so far. A bit of a frenetic, sloppy pace so far for these Eagles. Well, to reiterate the importance of these matchups now in the Cape Atlantic League, this is where a team can start to gain a little cushion in that title race. Remember, the Cape Atlantic League this year, 8 teams involved with the playoff bracket as opposed to last year's 6-team tournament. No buys, 8 teams get in. That means it's a wide open run for wild card. Currently, Middle Township dueling with St. Augustine for top honors in the National Conference. They have an early win over the Hermits. They'll take on St. Augustine on the road later. Eagles got off to a strong start this year. They have slowed down a bit late. We'll get into their schedule later. They are currently 7-5, so sitting 2 games back of Middle Township in overall standings. We'll talk more about the CAL standings coming up. In the meantime, Middle Township with the ball. Here's Shelton. Fakes the pass to Catanoso. He tries to work it inside. Goes off of an Eagles foot. Middle Township retains possession. Up 3-0 here. 6:20 remaining in the first quarter. Farraco will inbound the ball here. Looking for Cadenoso. He finds Shelton, who fakes a pass, dumps it back into Farraco. Short jumper from the right side, and he misses. And up with the rebound is Trey Jones for the Eagles. He looks to push the pace for Egg Harbor Township coming off that timeout. Inside they dump it. Allen, short jumper, and that is no good. Correction, that was Marcus Bynum coming up with the air ball, and Middle Township crowd reminds him. Inbound for the Eagles here. Dump it inside to Harley. Harley up short on the attempt, and he's going to get called for an over-the-back foul. Pretty clear right now. Cowan pulls in the rebound. Harley probably frustrated about early ineptitude for the Eagles offense. Reaches over, and that's the first foul on the Eagles big man. Again, he is a 6'6" forward who leads the Eagles in scoring. So any fouls Middle can get on him early is beneficial to Coach Farraco's team. Shelton, Cadenoso, top of the set here. Shelton for Cadenoso. Cowan with the ball now on the wing. He takes a move, dribbles, runs out of real estate, kicks it out. Now the ball out again to, Cadenoso, who dumps it in for a beautiful pass. And finishing that pass is Farraco with the layup. He's got all 5 points in this contest. It's 5-0 Middle Township. Egg Harbor still scoreless. Into the game now for the Eagles. There's Harley for a deep three, and he buries it. That's what makes him a special scorer. He's got the height, the length, and he can shoot from outside. Often hard to find that kind of triple threat at the high school level, but he is one of those guys. Middle Township with the ball. Shelton kicks it over to Farraco. Back to Shelton. Such a senior-laden lineup for these Middle Township Panthers, including Cadenoso, who now takes the ball. Back to Shelton. Shelton thinks about a three. Works his way inside. Farraco now with the ball, working his way in from the right. Kicks it out to a wide-open Cadenoso. Comes up long, off the back of the rim. Long rebound, then goes to Shelton, who resets thing here for the Panthers over to Cadenoso. Deep three for Shelton, and he answers Harley's three ball with one of his own. It's 8-3 Middle Township. We've seen Shelton heat up from beyond the arc before, and when he does that, look out. Big game earlier in the season against St. Augustine. Couple big threes against Holy Spirit on Saturday. We'll see how he does today, but good start. And here he is again defensively, intercepting a pass up ahead. A nice pass to Farraco. Farraco challenged on the free throw, on the layup there, and he misses. And Egg Harbor Township comes down with the rebound. Ramel Steele there, strong rebound. Missed fast break opportunity there. Nice look by Cadenoso. Farraco unable to convert on the contested layup. Trey Jones working against Shelton. Height advantage, but Shelton moves laterally better than most defenders in the Cape Atlantic League. Big part of his repertoire and why Coach Farraco loves to lean on him defensively. Egg Harbor Township looking to get something going on offense. Just 3 points so far. 3:30 remaining in the first quarter. There's a shot up from Marcus Bynum, who pretty much had the ball that entire possession. That is no good. Up ahead to Farraco. Looked to make a jump step. Instead, he traveled. Clearly, Cadenoso trying to push the ball for the Panthers. That's the third time he's looked for Farraco on a layup attempt. Farraco there took too many steps, though, and Egg Harbor Township takes over. Coach McNally, Egg Harbor Township Eagles. Trey Jones with the drive. He dumps it off, and that is Ramel Steele contested, and he comes up short there. Now Middle Township looks to push the ball. Here is Farraco wisely deciding to pull it up and set things up top with Shelton and Cadenoso. Cowan with the ball, cross-court pass, dangerous, goes to Shelton. Look inside here, and it is good. Micah Moore converting with the left hand inside, posted up down low. Farraco finds him, and more trust in his ability to put the ball in the net. It is suddenly 10-3 Middle Township here. 2:40 remaining in the first frame of this Cape Atlantic League basketball matchup. EHT with the ball. Ramel Steele looks for Trey Jones. Trey Jones manned up by Darrell Shelton. Gives it to Harley. Interesting matchup there. Cadenoso on Harley. Harley's got about 6 inches on him. Really not a great matchup defensively for Middle Township, but what this Middle Township squad has lacked in size for the last few years, they've certainly made up in speed and tenacity. You're not going to see this court under Tom Farraco if you don't fill space and fill gaps defensively. This team does a good job of that. Egg Harbor Township looking to inbound the ball now. They do so to Trey Jones. Currently covered by Trey Greer. And the ball is out of bounds off Egg Harbor Township. Trey Greer, the younger brother of Lamar Greer, as we mentioned, out currently with a knee injury. Not sure of the severity, but got a chance to talk with a few of the Middle Township senior leaders yesterday. They said Trey Greer is a guy they need to step up down the stretch. If any underclassman needs to step up, it's Trey Greer. They have some faith in him, and we'll see what Greer can do tonight. Going to be seeing more playing time with the absence of his brother now. Shelton Catanoso, you won't see them come off the court too often. Same goes for Faraco. Greer with the ball, back out to Shelton. Shelton with a laser inside to Faraco, who kicks it out rather than attempt that layup. Shelton in control now. Top of the arc, dumps it over to Greer. Greer, some hesitancy, loses control of the ball, and that is stripped away by Egg Harbor Township. Looks like they'll take their time getting up the court. Nice steal by Marcus Bynum. And there is a drive by Egg Harbor Township's Trey Jones. He's the guy that they're going to rely on to get a lot done out of the backcourt. He misses the attempt, but he will not head to the line. That was a foul on Egg Harbor Township, their second team foul. Now 2 on both teams early in the contest here. 1:24 remaining in the first quarter. It is 10-3 Middle Township. Inbounds pass to Lionel Brooks, now entering the contest. Brooks with the ball, top of the arc. Drive here, and it is in. That one was Marcus Bynum again, showing some nice moves and off the glass for the junior 5'10 guard. Egg Harbor Township's first bucket in quite some time. It's 10-5 now. Middle doubling up the Eagles. 1 minute remaining in this first quarter. Faraco for 3, misses. And Egg Harbor Township able to control the rebound. They get back on defense, so the Eagles will still look to go up tempo. It's Harley making a move, and that will be a foul on Faraco, a blocking foul on Faraco. It appeared Harley might be content to pull the ball up and set things up with his guards at the top. Instead, he makes a late move. Faraco unable to maintain his footing, and he gets called with the block. Egg Harbor Township with possession. 3 team fouls on Middle Township. We're under a minute here in the first quarter. Here is Trey Jones with the ball. Again, dogged by Shelton. Catanoso covering Harley. We mentioned the height advantage, but he kicks it up. Jones with the ball. He's looking inside for Harley. Harley turnaround jumper, and it is good. Silky, smooth jump shooting today so far from Kari Harley. Catanoso taking his time, getting past the time stripe. In fact, he actually passes it over to Shelton. 15 seconds remaining here. They're playing a bit of lobbing the ball back and forth right now against Egg Harbor Township. Milking the clock. 8 seconds remaining now. Shelton looks inside to Faraco. Faraco turns around, finds Shelton again. 3 seconds remaining on the clock. He finds Cowan in the corner for a 3 ball, and it is no good. And that's how the first quarter will come to a close here. It's 10-7 Middle Township. End of the first frame. Impressive defensive effort for those Panthers early on. So we saw Shelton hit a 3-pointer early in the contest. We also saw Harley hit a 3-pointer for Egg Harbor Township. Those are the 2 long balls that have gone in so far. Other than that, it's been a lot of inside damage done. Faraco with a 3-point play in this contest, also with another layup. So seniors, as we mentioned, a big factor. Middle Township, seemingly always a veteran-laden squad. Last year, a lot of younger players. They still were able to reach the Cape Atlantic League championship game against Atlantic City, where they ultimately fell, and made a nice run in the South Jersey Group 2 playoffs, ultimately falling short of a title. So this is a group that comes back almost entirely intact, eyes squarely set on a South Jersey championship and beyond. And with the veterans they have, there's no reason for that not to be the case. What this team does lack, though, is a true big man. The loss of Lamar Greer for the time being, although he is certainly not a prototypical post player. He likes to linger on the perimeter more than often. But since Dave Smith departed in 2005, you haven't really seen that true center entrenched in this Middle Township lineup. Hasn't hurt them one bit. They've won a South Jersey title. They've made a few nice runs since then. Right now, they find themselves up 10-7 as Egg Harbor Township begins the second quarter with possession. It's Trey Jones, again covered by Darrell Shelton. And a steal by Shelton. who takes it up with the right hand from the left side, and it rolls in. A kind roll there for Shelton. Nice defensive play, his second steal of the contest. Like I said, he's given Trey Jones fits, and here's is nearly another turnover for Egg Harbor Township. Coach McNally not happy with that. Harley hard to the basket, and he goes off the glass now with 7 points. Harley is a one-man show right now for these Eagles. So Shelton and Catanoso resuming their spots atop the Middle Township set here. Cowan wide open in the corner. Pass up the three. Finds Catanoso, who finds Farraco short off the rim, and rebound loose, and it comes up with it. It's Catanoso. He finds Shelton, fakes a three, drives to his right. A nice little dash there inside, and he tips in his own rebound. The little guy goes up among the big men and finds the rebound, puts it in. 2 more points for Shelton. He's got 5 in the quarter so far. It's 14-9, Middle Township. Here is Harley again. May have carried, does not called. He drains the shot, and he is officially hot tonight, folks. 9 points for Harley. 9 points of the Egg Harbor Township Eagles, 11 today. Coach McNally going to need to get more out of his roster, but so far, Curry Harley able to carry these Eagles. Middle Township. Cowan finds Farraco inside. Nice little right-handed layup, and he's been able to scoot on inside there as Farraco finds space in the paint. Does so again, and that's a conversion inside, 16-11. Middle Township now 6 minutes and counting here in the second quarter. This Cape Atlantic League matchup. Harley ball top of the, just inside of the three-point arc, and he comes off, misses to the left on that. A bit of a heat check shot for Harley, you could say. Catanoso to Farraco. He looks for a three, thinks about it. He's doubled. Now looking for help. He finds some. Thought he found some. Instead, it's intercepted by Trey Jones, who loses control of the ball. Out of bounds. Middle Township retains possession here. Panthers out of the National Conference. EHT Eagles out of the American Conference. Both competing for one of 8 playoff spots here in the Cape Atlantic League. Farraco dumps it out to Catanoso, who tries a three, misses off the rim. Cowan, nice hustle, but to no avail. He pays the price with the floorboard, but Egg Harbor Township will take over. Down 5 here, 5:30 remaining in the contest. Nice matchup between 2 veterans of the Cape Atlantic League coaching circuit. Talk about George McNally, been with the Eagles now for quite some time. And Coach Farraco, Middle Township, we all know his pedigree. Second most wins of any active coach in the South Jersey. Another steal for Shelton on the defensive end. It appears Harley gave up on that play. Shelton takes it to the house. Maybe Harley didn't want to pick up the foul, but that was poor effort on his part after the steal. That's Shelton's 3rd steal. He is leading the charge defensively, is the guard. 18-11 Middle Township here. Under 5 minutes remaining in the second quarter. Egg Harbor Township desperately in search of some consistency on offense. It's been Harley. There he is again. Instead, he gives it up. And this is Keyshawn McMahon taking the ball. He looks for his teammate, Joshua Smith. Joshua Smith out to Trey Jones. And there is a deep three-point attempt from Marcus Bynum, who an air ball on his part. And that allows the Panthers fans to voice their opinion on the matter. Here is the Panthers offense, and ricochet on the pass by Farraco. That one goes astray. Eagles take over. Here's Trey Jones on the drive, and he misses a layup. Harley misses on a layup attempt, and wow, 2 short misses for the Eagles, but Harley able to corral the rebound, and he will head to the line for the free throws. First free throw attempts tonight for the Egg Harbor Township Eagles. Only been 1 free throw attempt tonight, actually. That was on a 3-point conversion for Tom Farraco. Underneath the glass, hit that layup, and then made the free throw. Other than that, the charity stripe has been empty until now. So, Kyrie Harley, 9 points for the Eagles, looking to get into double digits with a conversion here. He'll get 2 shots at the line. First one from the right-handers up and no good. Harley will look to hit the back end of this, cut the deficit to 18-12 potentially. Middle Township leading here at home in Cape May Courthouse, 4:15 remaining until intermission. Harley's free throw attempt up and good. He now has 10 points, and Egg Harbor Township now trails by 6. Here is Cardoso bringing the ball up. You're tuned in to CapeMayCountySports.com, brought to you by Ulmer's Appliances. Matt Ulmer on video. Tyler Donahue on the call here. Middle Township High School on location. Wild pass there from Catanoso to Shelton. Shelton able to corral it. He finds his teammate Catanoso for a 3-ball, and that one's up and good. Catanoso off on his first few attempts, converts on that 3-point shot. And so many seniors who can shoot the lights out on this Panthers team. Tough to defend for Egg Harbor Township. 21-12, Middle with the lead here. 3:30 remaining in the first half. EHT, look at Harley again for 3. He's breaking practically all their shots for this second quarter, and for good reason. He converts on a 3-point attempt, his second 3-point bucket of the night. 13 of Egg Harbor Township's 15 points off the hot hand of Kyrie Harley. Here is Catanoso with the ball. He gives it up to Shelton. Shelton looks for a deep 3, and he hits. Look out now. These Panthers senior guards are starting to hit from downtown, and George McNally sensing the same thing. Let's come over here. Let's regroup. We got to figure out how to cover these guys. Meanwhile, Panthers head to the huddle up 24-15 with 3 minutes remaining here in the half. So an electric second quarter so far for Middle Township. Darrell Shelton moments ago hitting a 3-pointer. Not his first of the contest. He's got a few of them. Right now, actually, Shelton really doing most of the speaking in that huddle. He is fired up. We saw a lot of fire from him at Holy Spirit. These guys were all juniors last year. They're all seniors. Great. That's awesome. It's a leadership group, but one leader has to emerge for these kind of playoff-like runs. Shelton, body language and based off the way he handles himself on the court, seems to be that guy if you're looking for a vocal leader to turn to, and the team's been able to do that so far. Of course, you have other senior members like Farraco, like Moore, Catanoso, Cowan, and Lamar Greer when he's healthy and available. But as I mentioned before, Shelton, with his play and with his leadership so far, appears to be the kind of the face of this team emerging at this point in the season. Big game so far tonight. 3 steals on defense, timely baskets on offense. And here's Egg Harbor Township working it inside to Harley. Who else? He's double teamed by Middle. And the steal again for Shelton. He has 4 steals in this first half. Dump off to Farraco. And Farraco lays it on in over an Egg Harbor Township defender. Leaves a couple guys on the ground in his wake. Great conversion there by Tom Farraco. A nice feed from Darrell Shelton. 26-15 Middle Township here. 2:30 remaining in the first half. An anemic offensive effort here for the Eagles outside of Harley, who they look to work into. A great defense right there by Catanoso. It appears he has the Harley assignment. Under pressure right now is Egg Harbor Township guard Ramel Steele, and he kicks it out to Trey Jones. Jones called for the charge. It appeared to be a nice call there. Darrell Shelton, I think Trey Jones might be seeing Darrell Shelton in his nightmares tonight. He's got 4 steals, and they're taking a charging call. Trey Jones simply outmatched at the point guard position right now when it comes to taking on Middle Township guard Darrell Shelton. And that's not the first time these two have faced, both senior members of the Cape Atlantic League. Jones, a member of this backcourt last season as well. So there is some history there. Right now, it's certainly clear Shelton is gaining the upper hand in that matchup between veterans. And we have a moment to stop play as Tom Farraco wipes up the court. Now I'll hand things off to the pros. All right. Middle Township prepares to inbound the ball. It'll be Farraco on the court right now for Middle Township. Moore, Farraco, Shelton, Catanoso, and Greer. Trey Greer to be particular, the underclassman now getting more playing time with the absence of his older brother Lamar. Here's Farraco. He dumps it out to Catanoso. Catanoso over to Shelton, cross court. Farraco chucks up a 3. No good. Rebound down to Egg Harbor Township. Nice man's board right there for Ramel Steele. Trey Jones with the ball. Looking to work off the dribble against Catanoso. He puts up a shot off the backboard. No. Rebound down to Shelton. Trey Jones trying to get his offensive game going. He's the guy who usually can light it up. So far held without much of a scoring effort tonight. And a wise timeout there for Farraco, who found himself pinned in the corner with a pair of Egg Harbor Township defenders, Jones and Harley, surrounding him. So coach's son knows that's a good time to call a timeout. It's a good time for us to remind you that you're listening to CapeMayCountySports.com. Matt Ulmer, Ulmer's Appliances, currently on the camera as usual here, and I am Tyler Donahue bringing you all the action from Cape May Courthouse. It's Middle Township, Egg Harbor Township, 26-15 right now. Panthers ahead, 1:13 remaining in the first half. Haven't seen Coach Farraco go to his bench too often. Usually he runs that 7-man set. You'd think maybe with Lamar Greer he might go a little deeper. So far been content to reach to his bench for the younger Greer, Trey. Aside from that, it's been pretty much the standard starters for Middle. Cowan, Moore, Shelton, Farraco, and Catanoso. Right now, Farraco actually takes his seat, and Greer on the court. Shelton brings the ball up. EHT still implementing that zone. Tom Catanoso, Shelton exchanging passes. Cowan to the top again to Shelton. Shelton tries to find Catanoso to his left. Finally a steal for Egg Harbor Township. And Shelton, who tried to save it, he stepped out of bounds though, so EHT will take possession. For EHT, that was Matt Allen. I think he got tired of seeing the passes going back and forth, playing the monkey in the middle game with Catanoso and Shelton. He's able to come up with the steal there, and EHT now with the ball. Here is Trey Jones working again against Darrell Shelton. Over to his right, works it to Ramel Steele. Steele takes it himself, converts with a bucket and a foul. And there is some creation by a player not named Kerry Harley. Nice move there by Steele, able to work his way to the bucket. Put it in, and he was fouled. The 6'4" forward waits at the charity stripe. This will be the Egg Harbor Township Eagles' third attempt of the evening. Earlier in this quarter, we saw Harley make 1 of 2 from the charity stripe. So the free throw is up, and it's high off the backboard. Rebound comes down. He gets his own rebound and puts up a layup. No good. Ramel Steele missed the free throw, got his own rebound, unable to put the layup in, so the Middle Township gets the ball here after the out of bounds. 36 seconds remaining on the clock. Panthers would love to take plenty of that clock down. Head to the locker room, potentially with a double-digit lead if they can score here, up 26-17, late stages of the first half. Again, it's Catanoso, Shelton playing the back-and-forth game, and at the expense of Egg Harbor Township guard Matt Allen, who continues to trail both of them. Catanoso to Shelton, 10 seconds remaining on the clock. Over to Cowan. Cowan dials up a 3, that's long, air ball, rebounded by Greer, and it's in. Trey Greer, welcome to the big leagues. Rebound, and he beats the buzzer with the layup, filling in for his older brother Lamar, and that will do it for the first half, 28-17. Middle Township with the lead. Catanoso gives Greer a pat on the back as Farraco and company head to the locker room. Again, your score here at halftime. Middle Township Panthers 28, Egg Harbor Township 17. Welcome back to Cape May Courthouse. We're on hand for Middle Township against Egg Harbor Township here in a Cape Atlantic League clash between two teams with playoff hopes. Right now, Middle Township with an edge by 11 points, 28-17 Panthers lead. Go over some of the first half stats for you. For Egg Harbor Township, it was all Kerry Harley, the senior forward, with 13 of the Eagles' 17 points in that first frame. Not a lot of effectiveness from the rest of that roster so far for Middle Township. Darrell Shelton with 10, Tom Farraco with 9. And it's Shelton with the ball in his hands now, making a move and looking for Cowan in the corner. Cowan cross-court pass to Catanoso, able to corral the high pass to Farraco. Farraco fake, drives, and he is swiped there. And on the drive, Marcus Bynum for Egg Harbor Township. He pulls up, finds Trey Jones. Jones working against Catanoso. Harley, deep 3, no good. Again, 13 of the Eagles' first half points there. He had 3 3-pointers in the first half. And now Middle Township trying to flex their muscles a bit here in the third quarter. Pull away. Cowan off on the 3-pointer. Rebounded by Trey Jones. Jones looking to push the ball up to Harley. Harley surveys the court. Pulls up. Trey Jones. Jumper from the free throw line, and it is good. 2 points for Jones. His first points of this contest, and boy, did he need those. It is 28-19. Middle Township here. Under 7 minutes in the third quarter. Panthers trying to win another Cape Atlantic League contest. This is interleague play. Panthers residing in the National Conference. Eagles out of the American Conference. Cowan loses his footing. loses the ball, but Catanoso able to corral. Now working against Allen. He finds Shelton. Shelton, another deep three, and it's down and good. Darrell Shelton now 13 points on the contest to go along with 4 steals on defense. To go with that defensive effort, he also took a charging foul. He's been an all-around terror so far for Middle Township. Working against Trey Jones. Jones to the bucket. He pulls up against Shelton, and he drops it off into the hoop. That's 4 points now for Jones, and they're going to need him to heat up or the Egg Harbor Township Eagles if they want to make some inroads on a sizable Middle Township advantage. It's 31-21 Panthers. Another steal. This Jones again leading the break. He finds Allen down low. More on the defense, but Allen able to maneuver and get it in. It's suddenly 31-23 Middle Township. Eagles playing with some tenacity that we did not see out of them. And guess what? Harley has not scored yet this half, but the Eagles have scored 6 points. That's more points than his teammates scored in the first half total here in the first few minutes. Shelton with the ball. He finds Farraco. Corner shot, no good. And Egg Harbor Township with the possession, a one-and-done possession for the Panthers. Trey Jones again, and he kicks it out. Jump shot, Egg Harbor Township, number 22, Marcus Bynum. That's off the front of the rim, rebounded by Farraco. Middle starting to play a little more tempo now, matching the Eagles. Clearly a more intense Eagles team here than what we saw in the first half. Now Shelton slows things down, working against, and he finds Farraco. Another dime down low. Farraco puts it up and in, and he's now in double digits. He has 11 points. Him and Shelton both above 10 points now on the contest. Great pass there by the point guard, Darrell Shelton for Middle Township. Trey Jones working now. Feeds it over. Here's Allen. The corner, he finds Harley. Harley working against Farraco now. It's been Catanosa's assignment for much of the contest. Shelton guarding Jones. Ramel Steele over to Bynum, and Bynum now to Harley. Harley working against Catanosa, the familiar matchup so far. Bynum hesitant to take the three. He drives up against Cowan and slips it in and over. Nice move there by Bynum, the junior guard. Second time he's been able to work his way to the basket in this contest and convert. He's got 4 on the game. It is 33-25 Middle Township now. 4 minutes remaining here in the third quarter of the contest. The road team, Egg Harbor Township Eagles, we're down 28-17 after the first half. They've scored 8 points here midway through the third quarter, so certainly on the upswing offensively. They're going to need some defensive stops in order to work their way back into this one, though, on the road. Cowan in the corner. He finds Farraco down low, and Tom Farraco is putting on a clinic of how to make short, uncontested layups. I mean, the Eagles have not been able to put anyone in front of him on many of these layups, and you have to credit his Middle Township teammates. So far, if it's a coaching battle, Coach Farraco's found a way to exploit this zone defense. Missed by Allen, a rebound by Jones down low, and he puts it in. Matt Allen tried the three. Trey Jones turned garbage into goal with an offensive rebound and putback, and suddenly it's an 8-point game again. EHT hanging around here on the road at Middle Township. Two teams coming in off different directions in recent schedule. It's another 3-ball from Shelton. This one's off. Rebounded by Moore. He puts it back up, and he is fouled. Cowan and Moore both in nice position there for the offensive board. It's Moore who comes down with it. It appears they will give him the free throw on the putback attempts. Yes, they will. So Moore heads to the free throw line. Only one free throw attempt thus far on the evening for Middle Township. It was in the first quarter, the back end of a 3-point play conversion for Tom Farraco. He hit the layup, was fouled, converted that free throw, and since then, all the points have been earned during regular play, but we'll see an opportunity here for some freebies. The first one, though, off the front of the rim for Moore, who has 2 points so far this evening. Another senior, another part of this Middle Township starting unit that has played so many games together. Left-hander shot is up and off the front of the rim again. Battling for the rebound is Farraco, and I think the ref thought he battled just a little bit too much. And Farraco gives him a bit of a stare. He'll have to accept that, though, and Egg Harbor Township takes over the possession. That's Middle Township's first team foul. Both teams one team foul apiece. A nice, refreshingly devoid of fouls at this game been in comparison to some more recent games for Middle. Saturday when they faced Holy Spirit, it was a lot of stoppages of play, a lot of free throw attempts for both teams. And as I say that, of course, the foul is rung up on Middle Township. It's on Tom Catanoso, just his second. Tom Farraco Jr. takes a seat into the game. Trey Greer, who's really been the only man off the bench. And so far, the remedy for replacing Lamar seems to be going to his brother. A nice steal there. A near steal. Instead, Trey Jones able to get his mitts on the ball as well. And jump ball, Eagles retain possession. But Trey Greer really the only part of the bench so far to be a factor for Middle. Another sloppy inbounds pass. This time it's Shelton coming up. And it is a feed inside to Moore, unable to do anything with that, but he's able to corral it, prevent it from going out of bounds, and Shelton regroups at the top. Nice thought there by Shelton on the fast break, but needed a pinpoint pass to convert that. He wasn't able to deliver one, but Middle Township nonetheless takes over. Another turnover by these Eagles. Cross-court pass to Cowan. He finds Shelton. Shelton with the fake to Catanoso, back to Cowan. Catanoso, nice fake to his left, drive over to Shelton. Cowan with the ball again. A lot of passing, unselfish play. Here's Catanoso, a three-ball, rims out. Another board, though, for Middle Township. That is Trey Greer, who's really impressed so far. Not a big guy, but doing some damage down low. He had an offensive rebound earlier. There's a big one right there. Catanoso with the ball again after missing the three-point attempt. And second life for this Middle Township possession. A three-ball for Shelton. Off the mark. Rebound is up. And it is corralled by Moore, but he cannot get the layup. That's the third offensive rebound on that possession for Middle Township. Here's Trey Jones, and he is up and in with the layup. Nice effort for Jones there. 6 points in the third quarter. It's 35-29 now. Middle Township, who once led by 11 points at intermission, now just up by 6 points with 1:30 to go in the third quarter. Shelton over to Catanoso. Another three ball for Catanoso. Again missing, and that rebound by Harley. Harley's been quiet this quarter. 13 points in the first half. Hasn't scored so far in the second half of this contest, but the story so far in the third has been the play of his teammates. A lot of Eagles getting involved. Trey Jones, Matt Allen. These guys doing damage. And Bynum, of course, as well, who holds the ball right now. He looks inside for Harley. Off of him, and Eagles will keep possession here. They're saying it went off of Micah Moore's hands. So Eagles with some changes here off the court are Matt Allen and Ramel Steele, two starters today. They're replaced by Keyshawn McMahon and Joshua Smith. And now we have a turnover on Egg Harbor Township. Appears a late violation right there in the inbounds play. And I'll tell you what, Eagles have had all sorts of trouble with these inbounds play. We saw them carelessly throw the ball in 2 times this quarter earlier. The second time was corralled by Darrell Shelton, which led to an ensuing fast break. And there we see EHT with a violation. So credit Middle Township, of course, for that as well. Here's Catanoso taking his time, getting past the time stripe. Over to Shelton. 47 seconds remaining in the third quarter here. What was once a double-digit lead is down to 6. Panthers looking to extend that right here. Key possession for them at the close of this third quarter. Catanoso and Shelton continue to play keep away with the Eagles. Farraco gets involved now, and Shelton again. Barely inside. And Catanoso thought about passing it over to Cowan. He goes back out to Shelton. 22 seconds now on the game clock. Farraco with the ball. Middle Township in no hurry to get inside the arc, lingering out near the Panther paw. And we've got a carry on Shelton. That's big. They were able to take a lot of time off the clock, close to 40 seconds on that possession without getting a shot off. Unfortunately, that does not reap any rewards for Middle Township. Egg Harbor Township takes over possession here on the carry. They are now down 6, 11 seconds remaining. Ball in the hands of Trey Jones, working against Darrell Shelton, as he has all night. Here is Joshua Smith, looking for Harley. Harley for 3. It is off the backboard, and that's how this third quarter ends. 2 shots late. No, we have a foul. It appears we have a foul. Trey Jones with an offensive rebound off Harley's three-pointer, and he was fouled by Darrell Shelton. As time expires, that will be 2 at the free throw. The other 9 players on the court will head over to the sidelines, and Cheerleaders mistakenly will take to the court right now. They got to step aside for 1 minute and let Mr. Jones attempt these free throws. So a chance for Trey Jones suddenly to cut this lead to 4 potentially heading into the fourth quarter, what was once an 11-point lead. Here's his first attempt with the Eagles trailing by 6, and it is in. 35-30 Middle Township through 3 quarters, and a chance to cut into that right here will be the final action of the third quarter. And that is in as well. So there you have it, 35-31. Panthers at home over the Egg Harbor Township Eagles, and suddenly you're in some scary situation here for the Panthers. We'll see if the Panthers' lack of depth without Lamar Greer is playing a role in this contest. Now remember, he is out for now. We saw the Panthers up 28-17 at halftime, but that was a fourth quarter defined by the Eagles' role players. It was not Harley. 13 points in the first half for Kyrie Harley, 0 in the third quarter, and yet the Eagles able to outscore Middle Township 14-7 in that quarter. So we'll see what the fourth quarter has in store for us. I want to remind you, you're listening to CapeMayCountySports.com, your home for the best in regional athletic action, and of course Middle Township Panthers action as well, as they continue another ride to a Cape Atlantic League title run. South Jersey playoffs obviously await towards the end of the season as well. Egg Harbor Township has playoff aspirations. I'm your host here, Tyler Donahue, taking you through all the action. Matt Ulmer on video. We are brought to you by Ulmer's Appliances. Middle Township will take over possession here, the start of the fourth quarter, and they will certainly be looking to assert themselves early on the court for the Panthers. With the ball right now, Catanoso, Shelton, Farraco, Cowan, and Moore. Same starting 5 on the court earlier. And here's Farraco with a 3 ball from the corner. No, rebounded by Cowan. He looks out to Farraco and back up top to Catanoso, works his way to the left and decides he'll put the pause button and work into a Shelton. Farraco, same spot he fired that 3 earlier. He declines this time. Shelton, though, with a 3-point attempt, in and out. Rebounded by Moore. He falls to the ground, can't put that one in. Middle Township, though, with another offensive rebound. Inside to Moore. He fakes, work to his right, finds Cowan beyond the arc, works it over to Catanoso. Another 3-point attempt off the mark. Catanoso struggled from 3-point territory tonight. Panthers really content to shoot from the perimeter so far. Trey Jones with the ball, working it. And now over to Bynum. Bynum swings it to Steele. Thought about taking a 3-pointer there, did Kayshawn McMahon. He thinks better of it, gives it to Trey Jones. Trey Jones loses the handle on it, and he's manned up by Shelton. Here's Steele. Again, loses control, having some trouble maintaining his drives is Steele. Here's Kayshawn McMahon off the bench, but we have an off-the-ball foul. That one will go against Egg Harbor Township's Marcus Bynum. Got up in the grill of a Panthers defender while trying to set a pick, and you simply can't do that. That's 2 team fouls now on Egg Harbor Township. 3 team fouls on the Panthers. Neither team so far has had to deal with foul issues so far. All the players in good standing. So we should have a good finish here as the starters continue to stay on the court for the Panthers. 5 original starters. Cowan for a 3-ball, and it rattles around and down. A nice 3-ball there, and Catanoso shouting out words of encouragement to his team as they get back on defense. They seem to have lost the grip on this game, which they were up by 11 at one point. That advances the lead to 38-31 Panthers here. 6 minutes remaining, and we have a toe on the line for an Egg Harbor Township ball handler. Again, that's Bynum. Bynum trying to work there along the sidelines. Got a little too close, stepped on the orange. And suddenly it's Panthers possession, and the crowd is as loud as it has been since the second quarter. Tough third quarter for the Panthers. They were outscored 14-7 by Egg Harbor Township. The Middle will try to do the best they can to work down the clock with every possession and get smart shots. There's a nice pass inside. Shelton to Catanoso, or to Farraco, who finds Moore, and Moore is fouled. He'll head to the line. His second trip to the line today. It was Shelton on the inside feed to Farraco. The pass was a little too hot to handle, and Farraco, by the time he really gained control of the ball, was practically under the backboard, so he dumps it inside to Moore, and Moore fouled on his ensuing shot attempt. Here's 2 shots at the line for the left-hander. And the first one's rimmed out. Not a lot of free throw opportunities for these Panthers today for either team. 39-31. Middle Township leading right now. 5:30 to go in the fourth quarter. Up and in on the second attempt. Moore now with 5 points on the day. 3 points. And Trey Jones again bringing the ball up for Egg Harbor Township. Trailing by 8, 5:25 remaining. Shelton tried to go for the steal there. Got a piece of Trey Jones' hand, though, and that'll be a foul call. It appears Trey Jones thinks he's going to the line. I wasn't convinced that was the shot attempt. The refs were, though, and it will, in fact, be 2 free throw attempts for Trey Jones. Jones, of course, sunk those 2 free throw attempts at the conclusion of the third quarter to cut the lead to 35-31. Since then, 4 straight points for the Panthers until that free throw right there, which cuts the Middle Township advantage to 39-32. 5:23 remaining here in the fourth quarter. It's CapeMayCountySports.com. Coach George McNally and the Egg Harbor Township Eagles trying to pull off an upset out of the American Conference here on the road in Cape May Courthouse. Middle Township, led by Tom Farraco, looking to hold home court, pick up another key victory in the national out of the National Conference, and add to their Cape Atlantic League playoff resume. Shelton brings the ball up. Egg Harbor Township looking to press the defense up, it appears here now. And there's a look inside. More turnaround, no good. Nice look by Farraco, unable to convert after a solid turnaround move. A little bit of a spin there for Moore. Here's Trey Jones, who's really been forcing the issue this entire half, and he again is fouled. And suddenly the Panthers racking up a few fouls, and this one now is on the court. So Egg Harbor Township will inbound the ball. 5 team fouls suddenly for Middle Township, beginning to rack them up here. 4:57 remaining in the fourth quarter of this one. 39-32, Middle Township. I'm Tyler Donahue bringing you all the action. We're here at Middle Township. Matt Ulmer on video. EHT point guard Trey Jones slings it out to Bynum. Bynum working against Cowan. Cowan certainly with the length and size advantage. Bynum recognizes that, dumps it off to Trey Jones. Jones working against Sheldon, puts up another shot. He's been very aggressive off the back of the rim, and Middle Township corrals the rebound. That's Micah Moore giving it over to Cardoso. He finds Farraco. Thought about a 3 for a moment. Now he's double teamed in the corner up top to Shelton. Slings it to Cowan for a 3-pointer, and it is down. Jacob Cowan with the 3-ball. Great movement. That's Shelton to Cowan, and it's back up to a 10-point advantage for Middle Township. 42-32, 4:17 remaining in the fourth quarter of this contest. Huge shot by Cowan. And another foul against Trey Jones here. Shelton suddenly, not sure if he's getting a little hyper-aggressive or if they're simply starting to call him a little tighter, but Shelton's been playing aggressively throughout the contest on Jones, but now ref's starting to call it. So that's 16 fouls for the Panthers now. And here's Jones again working against Shelton. Jones turnaround Jay, no, air ball in fact, rebounded by Allen. He kicks it out to Bynum. Bynum against, and over to Allen for 3. Off the mark, rebounded by Shelton, and he is fouled by Jones on the rebound. Allen took a 3 from the corner there and looked to cut the deficit to 7. He is off the mark. And Coach McNally's frustrated right now, visibly, with a referee call apparently. But the way it stands right now, Middle Township up by 10, 42-32, 3:45 remaining in the contest. Allen knocks down a Farraco shot. Farraco, quick turnaround pass to Cardoso. That one goes out of bounds after a bit of a scare for Middle Township right there as far as ball security goes. Trey Jones almost able to come up with it before it goes out of bounds, and he would have had a clear path to the rim. Instead, Middle Township inbounds Cowan to Cardoso, and he works his time up into Middle Township territory, and now we see Farraco over to Cardoso. Cardoso cross-court pass to Cowan, same spot, and same result. Jacob Cowan with a 3-ball, his second in a matter of moments, and it is suddenly a 13-point Middle Township advantage, their largest of the night. Cowan, 2 big three-pointers, silent for most of the contest. That's the way this kid executes for Middle Township. Moved by Allen, challenged by Farraco. Nice defense. Down with the rebound is Steele. He puts it back in for Egg Harbor Township. They needed those points. The first field goal of this fourth quarter for the Eagles. Had only managed to put in a free throw until that one in this quarter. And that's a big part of the reason why Middle Township is suddenly up by 11. Farraco in trouble again. He finds Cowan. Does he think about it again? No, he looks inside Catanoso, and Catanoso is fouled. Cowan actually drew some defensive coverage that time after making consecutive 3 balls. That's able to create some space for Catanoso. Maneuvers his way inside the paint. Cowan finds him. Catanoso fouled, and he heads to the line for a pair of free throws, looking to widen this Middle Township lead. Again, 45-34 Panthers. That one touches just about every part of the rim and drops in. 46-34 now, Middle Township. 2:35 remaining in the fourth quarter. That was the 5th team foul on the Egg Harbor Township Eagles. Panthers looking to improve to 10-2 on the season. Catanoso with another basket. 47-34 Middle. Looking to close things out here on the defensive end. Valiant third quarter there for Egg Harbor Township. They were up 14-7, outscoring the Panthers in that quarter. Different story here, though, in the final frame. Different story in the second half for Kyrie Harley, too, for Egg Harbor Township. And there is a offensive foul. It looks like there was a little too much elbow for the officials on that one. Yep. And that is a foul called against Steele down low for the Eagles. Again, Harley with 13 points in the first half of this contest. To the best of my knowledge, he's only taken about 2 or 3 shots in this half. Hesitant, and it's been the Trey Jones offense so far. And I'm not sure why the tactic changed, but it's either all or nothing, apparently, with Harley and his teammates. Interesting pass there from Shelton across to Catanoso. Back out to Shelton. We are under the 2-minute mark now. Middle Township 47-34 advantage over the visiting Eagles of Egg Harbor Township. Another 3-ball for Cowan, and why not? A trifecta of 3-pointers for Jacob Cowan in this fourth quarter. He has been the man in the final frame after a quiet first 3 quarters. Suddenly leading by 16 on the Panthers. There's Trey Jones finishing off a nice second half for himself. Not quite enough for the Eagles, though. And here's Catanoso with a 3-ball for good measure. That one's too long, and we have a foul underneath on Cowan, trying to get that offensive board. But talk about Cowan, 3 3-pointers drained here in the fourth quarter in a matter of minutes, in fact, and it's 50-36 Middle Township. If you take those 9 points off the board, we're looking at an entirely different ball game right here. Jacob Cowan, we talked about who would step up in the absence of Lamar Greer. Greer, of course, a playmaker on the perimeter, a sharpshooter. Just a couple weeks ago actually last Friday night against Hamilton, Greer scored 23 points in a big win on the road. Without him right now with an injury, it's been Cowan who steps up here in the fourth quarter. And that's good to see for Coach Tom Farraco and these Panthers. What a group of seniors. Cowan, a member of that group. And the free throw attempt for Bonham misses. Dump it over into Panthers territory. Oh, and there's Catanoso just outmaneuvering about 3 Eagles, working his way to the rim and scoring. And now these guys are just having fun. And a foul on Catanoso, staying aggressive defensively against Kerry Harley, and it is 52-36, the largest advantage of the evening for Middle Township. And when I talked to these guys last night, I had Shelton, Catanoso, and Farraco in studio with me, and spoke with them. What was the key for this title run? If they wanted to truly leave a legacy here, win a South Jersey championship, win a Cape Atlantic League title, what did they need to work on? They said they needed to work on putting it on full throttle late in games, winning blowouts when they could. And they're showing that right now in the fourth quarter. They have that ability to build that advantage. They didn't like the feeling that they were letting teams hang around late. That's dangerous territory to be in the regular season, even more dangerous when you reach the postseason. Tonight, Middle Township able to build that cushion in the late stages. 2 free throws there for the Eagles, but a 14-point advantage. An outlet pass to Cowan, And he will go up and slam it home. What a fourth quarter for Jacob Cowan. 11 points in this final quarter as the team all come up to greet him. The Eagles push the ball. There's Harley. Wild layup. It's in, and it's and one. Right now, though, the Panthers' home crowd is still in amazement of what they've seen from Jacob Cowan tonight. 11 points in the fourth quarter, 3 3-point buckets, and a resounding jam right there. It's the exclamation point for a home victory for these Panthers, up 54-38 with 52 seconds remaining in the contest. Harley finally gets on the scoreboard. He now has 15 points on the game. He'll get a free throw attempt now. Some discussions for the refs, but clearly the story moving forward will be the emergence of Jacob Cowan, often known as a scrappy role player on this team. There was nothing understated about his performance in the fourth quarter tonight. Outlet pass again to Cowan. They're going to the bank twice. That one does not come up big. I don't think Faraka will be too happy about going for that one again, but right now it's Cowan atoning for it with a steal. And there is Catanosa, who is fouled by Egg Harbor Township guard Keyshawn McMahon. And now the Panthers up 12, 37 seconds remaining. Looking to milk the rest of this clock, get out with another win are the Panthers. Look at Middle Township this season in Cape Atlantic League play. We saw them pick up a big victory against St. Augustine Prep at home on this court on December 18th. And since then, they've really asserted their dominance. A loss on the road in the Boardwalk Empire. They fell to Atlantic City 2 weeks ago. Atlantic City unbeaten on the season so far, the defending Group 4 state champions. So that's a big mountain to climb still to get to the point where they can hang with the Vikings. But right now, they appear to possibly be the second best team in the Cape Atlantic League. Unbeaten aside from that loss, undefeated in the National Conference. In fact, that Atlantic City loss was Middle Township's last loss of the year, taking place on January 3rd. Middle Township with the ball, 25 seconds remaining in this one. Inbound pass to Trey Greer. He gives it off to Shelton. Shelton finds Faraka, who gets it over to the timeline. And he'll give it to Cowan. Again, another jam! And the highlight reel is on display in the fourth quarter here tonight, folks. Welcome to Jacob Cowan's show. 13 points in the quarter. There's a 3-ball from Harley. Inbounds fast from the Panthers, and that will take the time down to 0. An emphatic dunk for Cowan. And that's it, folks. Middle Township, 58. Egg Harbor Township, 44. The Panthers again. One loss in the Cape Atlantic League this year. That came against defending state champ Atlantic City. Meanwhile, Egg Harbor Township, they drop another Cape Atlantic League matchup. They were flying high early, but the Eagles since then now suffering their third consecutive loss in the Cape Atlantic League, dropping games before this to Holy Spirit and Mainland. Look ahead at Middle Township's schedule really quick. They follow this win up with a trip over to Bridgeton on the 22nd and a trip to St. Augustine Prep on January 25th. A big matchup against the Hermits. We're all looking forward to that one, a rematch of when the Hermits came to Courthouse just a month ago, and Middle Township really took it to them. So, you know, Paul Rodeo and Coach Farraco, the two winningest coaches in South Jersey basketball right now, are excited to go head-to-head once more again next week. But for now, it's a big win over a solid opponent on its home court for Middle Township. Picks up another win on this year, and it was the seniors doing the damage again. Lamar Greer out with a knee injury. Jacob Cowan in with effectiveness. 13 points in the fourth quarter alone for Cowan. 2 dunks, 3 3-pointers dropped. What an effort for Middle Township. And they win this one, prevail on their home court. For Matt Ulmer on video, I'm Tyler Donahue on the call. This is CapeMayCountySports.com. Stay tuned all season long for Middle Township action and, of course, the best in South Jersey hoops throughout the winter and into the playoffs. So long and good night from Cape May Courthouse.